All right, today we've got a very special one for you from Guild. It's one of our favorites, the D-55. This time is 70th anniversary disguise. It's a very limited guitar, so stick around for more information. Hey, you're watching Alamo Music TV. My name is Chris McKee.
And I'm Cooper Greenberg.
We're here with Alamo Music in San Antonio, Texas, and you can find us online at alamomusic.com. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, like our videos. If you want to support the channel, visit our spring store link below for custom swag and check out our podcast, the Fretboard Confessional, wherever you get your podcasts. So we like this guitar, the D-55.
Chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake, that's what I dubbed it. This one is like extra special chocolate cake with like a creamy center. Dusted with gold. Yeah, ganache.
It's got ganache in there.
Yeah, it's not, anyways, I was about to quote the movie Chef. That's one of my favorite bits about the ganache.
It's molten.
It's molten. So this is a very cool guitar. It's molten. It's a 70th anniversary, and it's a very limited guitar. It's limited to
70.
70, and this is
50.
There you go. So if you want a 70th and you're 50, you have to buy this guitar.
Yeah, you got to make the numbers work out on that one. So, yeah, this came out this year. It's perfect timing, right at the end of Guild's 70th anniversary.
Hey, just under the wire.
Yeah, so I guess, we're filming this now, but it's probably 2024 at this point that you're seeing this. So Happy New Year.
Yay!
And also, this now is vintage because it was from the 70th anniversary of Guild. There you go. But we dig the D-55.
Hey, serial numbers are not expiration dates. That's what I always say.
That's true. Age ain't nothing but a number. I've heard that one before.
Yeah. My bones don't believe that one.
That's a good one. So D-55, the Mac Daddy of the Guild lineup. And not super often that we get them in, but it was a really good year for Guild in 2023. New standard series, bunch of good stuff. This is kind of the crown jewel of their output of new stuff. And it's limited. It is a D-55 kicked up to 11, all kinds of numbers, 55, 11, 70, 50, whatever you want. But D-55, Spruce Rosewood, usually Sitka and East Indian Rosewood.
They really pulled out all the stops here.
Yeah. So
Adirondack, yay! Madagascar Rosewood,
yay!
Yay!
And
hooray!
Madagascar, not really around at all anymore. No. Martin has stopped using it. They're done with Madagascar. And it's kind of gone the way of Brazilian in a
Lots of other fantastic tone woods.
Yeah. Unfortunately, at a time that we didn't know Madagascar was necessarily going away from Martin, we got a really cool Madagascar Rosewood guitar, and it got bought up quickly, and then we wanted to get more of it, and we couldn't get more of it, and we're in Guatemalan territory or Honduran territory.
Another part of the world altogether.
But Madagascar Rosewood on this, and kind of all the appointments that you expect from a D-55, but comes with a cool little thing.
It does. He motioned so that I could be Vanna.
So,
and look, there's paper inside, and someone wrote on this paper.
Yeah. With
a gold pen. It's not typed.
It's pretty cool. So what do we got in there? Adirondack and...
Yeah, so it's Adirondack Spruce, solid Madagascar Rosewood.
Oh, good.
Ebony fingerboard, white ABS and abalone for the binding and purfling. Some abalone and pearl for the inlay. Gold Goto 15:1 ratio tuners. Gloss nitro finish, number 50 of 70. And a certificate of authenticity. Serial number C231084 is this guitar.
I think it's cool that they gave you a little something with it. Usually it'll be a little thing in the pocket of the case or whatever, which is a little COA, but you get a nice little display. D-55, as it is, like we said, Chris dubbed chocolate cake years ago.
It's just a really, really rich sounding Rosewood Spruce Dreadnought, yeah. And this follows that lineage while adding some finishing salt to the mix,
Absolutely, a little Malden, a little flaky.
Yeah.
But not flaky at all. It is thick and rich like ganache, and it comes with a very nice hard shell case. That's kind of the alligator,
Yeah, it's a cool case. It's a cool certificate, really where I think a big value outside of the fact that it's limited edition 70th anniversary is how they went about, just building this. So they upgraded the spruce to Adirondack, the bracing's Adirondack, and that's important, by the way. There's a lot of times on a traditionally built guitar where you have an Addy top with Sitka bracing, you're not really taking advantage. It'd actually be better in some cases to have Addy bracing in a Sitka top, but Addy times two, Addy squared, is really where you're going to find the magic, because the whole top's going to move together and have that springiness, that headroom, that response, which is nice. I think it works well with the tonal profile of Madagascar, which is, it's a traditional rosewood. You've got your overtones, your bass, your treble.
Thick and rich.
Yep. High glue throughout.
High glue throughout. And a small thing that I've been paying more attention to, because I've been talking to Casey a lot, and you, the book match top is nice because it's tighter grain in the middle, wider grain as it gets out to the side. I think that's just shows that they put some effort into picking the tops for these, and it wasn't just, we got sets of Adirondack. They picked a really nice top, beautiful Adirondack. This is, it kind of gives you the vibe of like looking at old Brazilian guitars. It's got the same kind of grain pattern and profile, and it's really pretty. And with the D-55, you got the abalone all over the top, and I don't know if you noticed that little G shield
The winged
on
G at the 12th fret. Yep.
It's.
I've always loved the G shield on the headstock of these. It's kind of my favorite thing Guild does.
Yeah.
And I think it's it's appointed really well here. And then to echo that at the 12th fret, it's a really nice touch.
Yeah.
So the appointments are beautiful on the guitar, but I think the way the woods they've chosen, how they've constructed these, and they take their time.
Yeah.
It's hand scallop bracing. It's a hand-built guitar. That's why it takes so long to get them in. And then to use hide glue throughout in the entire construction of this guitar makes it a really superior instrument, whether it's number 70 or 50 or whatever.
It's the creme de la creme from Guild. We're happy to finally have it. We heard about this probably at NAMM or something, early in 2023. So it's cool that it's finally here. We're only getting one. There's only 70 in existence. We're happy to have one. Let's take a listen.
So there you have it. Beautiful guitar, very limited, fantastic playing guitar, fantastic sounding guitar. Some things, I saw a comment recently on one of our videos of like, hey, you guys aren't mentioning some stuff. Some stuff okay, short diatribe here. Sometimes I don't focus on certain specifications because I think people get kind of overly focused on certain specifications. And they're readily available. That being said, it's 1/11/16 inch nut width. Okay, it's like not 25.5 inch scale length. It's like 658 millimeters or something to that effect. It's like 25.4 inches, I think, is what it comes down to. And it's a 12-inch radius, which means it's a little tighter radius than you typically find on a Taylor or a Martin, which are 16 and 15 respectively. So there you go. I will tell you the neck on this feels a little different than the traditional neck on the D-55, which I have found to be a little flatter, kind of D feeling.
Yeah.
And this feels a little like a shallow C, which is really nice. I've said before in regards to this model that typically I'm not a fan of 1 and 11/16. I like 1 3/4, but I've actually enjoyed playing these, and I found that with a few other guitars recently that have a narrower nut that I'm like, I'm actually okay playing this guitar.
It always comes down to the guitar itself. Like if it's well constructed and comfortable and everything, it's like you kind of forget about the little things, you know?
Well, and it's a compound. I heard this from a builder that I won't name because people get tired of hearing it, but the comment was that it's a compound of different factors on what works. So in this particular case, maybe I like it because of the rounder radius, whereas a flatter radius at that narrowness I don't like. And so the reason that I try not to like focus too heavily on all the specifications is I don't want you to go, oh, it's 1/11/16, I'm not interested, or obsessed that you can only have a guitar that has this particular neck profile or nut width or whatever. Just, that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, I ran into that with the FG9. Somebody that I know was looking for one and wasn't crazy about what the name of the neck profile was, and then he tried it and he was like, this is actually super comfortable. So don't just go off the spec list, take the guitar as a whole into account. And this
is a whole lot of guitar.
A whole lot of guitar. Really nicely appointed, not gaudy, but luxurious,
I think fitting for a 70th anniversary that's limited to 70 units.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not over the top, and it's attainable. What's the price on these?
It's expensive.
Expensive. There you go.
I think it lists at $59.99.
I'm actually
pretty sure.
In context,
whatever.
In context, it's not too bad when you're looking at expensive U.S.-made dreadnought guitars.
Yeah.
So that's the context for it. So, but you should go to our website to see the final price, which is
alamomusic.com.
There you go.
Look at all the Guild stuff we got because this one's here for right now, but we have other things on order. We get cool stuff from Guild in, and of the American acoustic guitar manufacturers, they're oft overlooked because they aren't Taylor Martin Gibson, but they have so much to offer that is fantastic. This is the pinnacle of that, but everything they got is good stuff, and this would make anybody extremely happy.
It'd make me extremely happy. Listen, if you've got expendable money and nobody at home and all of your kids don't like you and you want to buy someone a gift, I'll take it.
Happy New Year on a nicer note than that. But yeah, if your kids don't like you, we'll be your kids.
We'll be your kids.
We'll like you.
No, it's fantastic guitar in jest. Really, really awesome. I would like to see them do a lot more things like this. I like what they've been doing with the Standard Series.
Yeah.
Huge fan of the D40 Traditional. Like you said, Guild's often overlooked. Stop sleeping on them. Check out what we got online. So, cool. Well, if you like these limited edition guitars, high-end guitars, lower-end guitars, or just guitar talk in general, you know what to do. If you haven't already subscribed, turn on notifications, like our videos, keep coming back for more. We'll see you next time.